Now, there are a few things that first come into our lives before we even get to the why, and that is this. Who taught you about how to use your money? Who was the teacher or the mentor or the example on how to earn, spend, and use your money? I'll say the easy one is our parents, right? We learned either by their example or vicariously we learned how to use money as we observed our parents on how they earned and spent and saved their money. Now, let me ask you this. Did your parents teach you well when it comes to how you use your money? A few of you might say, absolutely. I was really fortunate. My parents were a wonderful example of cooperation on how to use their money and how it benefited everybody in the family. But for most of us, we spend about our first 18,000 meals with the world's sincerest and worst money managers, right? Our parents. They could be extremely sincere, but also extremely naive or ignorant on how money works. And so we grow up assuming that's the way reality is, that every parent is like our parent, and everybody spends and uses and saves their money like our parents. Now, if your parents have taught you well, you're fortunate, but not everyone is fortunate. So our beliefs were initially established by what we observed in others. And then as we got older, we noticed other people in our lives, maybe our friends' parents, or perhaps aunts and uncles or cousins, or other people who came into our lives that we realized, wait a minute, there's a lot of different ways to spend a dollar. So let me ask you, if you wouldn't mind volunteering, what is something that, say, perhaps one of your parents taught you about money? What is something? Yes, ma'am.
My dad always taught me to have a budget, so I know where my money's going.
Okay, and I bet he probably kept a budget.
He did on his computer.
There you go, and he shared that with you. And so are you a benefactor today by your dad showing you how to budget off the computer?
I try.
Okay, very good, very good. You know, it's interesting. We don't see life through our eyes. We see life through our beliefs. See, it's what you believe is what your life is about. Because from our beliefs, we have thoughts and attitudes and eventually behavior. So our behavior comes from our belief. Therefore, it's important to be very aware and recognize what you believe. Because from your beliefs come your behavior. Now, the neat thing about life is that do we have the power to change our beliefs? Absolutely. So even though perhaps somebody in your life was quite dysfunctional with their financial management, it does not mean that you have to be that way also. You can still have great love for that individual and still decide to believe something different on how you're going to manage your money.